So today we're talking about how to be in your best health in the next 12 months. You know, what needs
10.
what needs to happen, and what kind of actions do you need to take on a daily basis to solidify some of these habits so they can become very natural in your life, and you're doing them, every day, right?
Yeah, doing them in a very natural way, in a way that it does not restricts you, right? Like this is just your lifestyle rather than being restricted and saying I'm on this plan or this plan, I can't move out of it, this is some boxed in here, right? You just want this to happen fluidly.
Right. And we've been in the nutrition and hospitality business for over 20 years. I was a chef for well over 20 years. My wife has worked in the hotel industry for a very long time, in the catering and restaurant business.
Yeah.
And so we concentrated very often on nutrition.
Yeah.
Not only learning how to cook and present the food to our customers, but really focusing on healthier meals. So that's something has been part of our life for a very long time. We spent a lot of time reading related books on health and nutrition. We're heavily involved with Herbalife, of course, and that has consistent upgrading of information with scientists and doctors and nutritionists with all kinds of information that is that's passed on to all their distributors.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we're acting probably better than Apple iMac Care because we get so much information and there's so much learning that we want to take all this learning and bring it to you guys so you can benefit from it.
That's right. We also take part in high performance coaching. We take once or twice a year we do professional development to be able to bring all that information to you. And I hope that what we're saying is relevant and is usable.
Yeah, and hopefully you can benefit from it. So our goal in any of our live videos that we do is for you to take the information that pertains to you or maybe to somebody who you think can benefit from it and really drive with that and really just run with that. Use it to your full capacity. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. And like Marat said, being over 20 years in the industry, a lot of people say, oh, I'm just joining this health and nutrition industry. We've been in it for a very long time in a very different capacities because food is going to be around for the rest of our lives. And we have the expertise of knowing what I call the back of the house, how things happen, and then now the front of the house. So you have between both of us over 40 years of experience that can work with food structure and meal planning, exercise routines and things like this. And even though being in Herbalife only for 4 years, we've been able to move the needle in such a big way where we explored all the opportunities in fitness. And we don't call ourselves personal trainers. We sourced out the personal trainers out there. We know quite a bit of great people. So but it combines with nutrition. It always starts in your home with your nutrition. 80% nutrition, 20% fitness, and 100% mindset. So where Marat and I come in is the 80% nutrition and 100% mindset. And then you work on the other 20.
That's
of course, with our help.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do we do to be able to maintain our health? So for instance, when we talk about exercise, the exercise that I engage in is spending time with my son and playing basketball. Going out for long walks with my wife, or finding time to go to the gym, either going to the gym externally or working out at home, putting on a favorite exercise video and putting in 20 to 40 minutes workout at home. So it never has to be something that is on your mind to say, oh, I'm too tired to go out to a gym or to join, to have a gym membership. It could be something as simple as playing some sort of sport with your kids, and that acts as a double reward because now you're spending time with your kids, you're getting exercise yourself, and there's a lot of benefit in that relationship that you create.
Absolutely. In terms of fitness goals, it's really up to you what your fitness goals are and how you set them. I always say have realistic goals, work on your short-term plans instead of your long-term. Definitely have long-term in mind, but focus on your short-term. And in my earlier lives today in one of my weight loss groups, I was speaking about I had a goal. My goal in 4 months was to lose a certain amount of weight and stick with that, not just, but what I did throughout that process, I really focused on a weekly achievement, even though I had a big goal, and I worked my way through. So that's included, me going for walks. And I'm not and you guys know, you see my lives, you see our Facebook conversations. I'm not a gym junkie at all. If I go to the gym, it's maybe once a week. But I do exercise at home, and walks, it's something really, really helped me in the beginning. I can't encourage you strongly enough, but not a casual walk. You really set your mind, wear good running shoes, that you have a stability, and you go for a power walk. Maybe start with 30 minutes, maybe start with 45. And Marat and I now do long springs as I go. Yeah. We go for 10 to 15 kilometer walks, but we have to work.
It's not so much about how quickly you walk, as it is about the distance that you walk.
Yeah, and it started with 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, until we fully were able to join and really go all the way to the top, right? And many times when we'll go for 10 kilometers, it doesn't feel like it, and we'll be like, okay, you want to put another 2-3 kilometers, and we'll just extend the walk longer.
Right.
So it's and then we made all of this part of our lifestyle. Mm-hmm. That is the most important concept here, is that you do not treat it as an exercise task for the next 12 weeks. You do not treat it as a diet plan at all. You really have to focus on, how am I changing my lifestyle, and is my family on board? Mm-hmm. And in many cases, your family might not be on board, which is fine. This is where you take a role model position, and you model to be that person who can show that the lifestyle that you're looking for to be healthy, to be more engaged, to be more present in your family, in your friends, in your professional life, personal life, whatever it is, and then you work your way through that.
Right. And if you can create a double benefit, like I said, when I want to get some exercise, sometimes it's spending time with my kids and playing sports. But that can also be that you're going for a walk, add double benefit to it. Maybe there's an opportunity for you and your spouse or your significant other to talk about some important things that you might not want the kids to hear about, right? Maybe you bring the kids with you for a walk, and this is a perfect time for you to discuss things in their life, what's going on, because sometimes, changing the environment can change the environment of the relationship of the people that you're with. So it could be just going for a walk and adding a great conversation that has to do with life, with your family dynamics, however it is. So always try to think, if the idea of exercise can be daunting, and you always have to push yourself to do that, maybe if you add this double benefit, maybe that'll be an extra reason for you to go and engage in that kind of exercise.
Yeah,
right?
And like Marat said, if it's daunting, then don't treat it as an exercise. Take that, word exercise, when you bring it to your life and you say, I have to exercise, is right away has a negative connotation. It has a negative emotion, and when you get negative emotion in your brain, then you think negative thoughts about it, and then it spins into your actions, which means procrastination, not going to the gym or whatever the thing you plan for, and then the results are you're not consistent, right? So the results will show for themselves. So spin it the other way and say, I am going for a walk with my child because I notice maybe the mood is not there, maybe something happened, so I'm gonna go for a walk and we're gonna chat about it. So you're actually, what you're doing to your thoughts is that you're creating the feeling of you being able to be a servant and help somebody, and in this case could be your child, it could be your partner, maybe you guys need to have a tough conversations, but it's completely different. Our thoughts will drive those actions, and our action during that walk will be completely different, which results will be, double beneficial.
Right. So what needs to happen in the next 365 days for you to be able to make those changes? You have to have the strength to be able to evaluate your life and to make some of those strong decisions and say to yourself, okay, it's been a hard ride up to this point. I've tried a variety of different diets. I've tried to push myself. I've tried to create different habits, and nothing sticks.
Nothing sticks,
right? But to get over that mindset, to say that even though that I've tried and put in all this effort and it hasn't worked, does not mean that it's not going to work if I keep putting in the effort. Maybe I haven't met the right people to support me. Maybe I haven't found the right nutrition plan for myself. Maybe I'm not engaging and talking to the right people, or looking at the right information, reading the right books, right? So that's where you reach out to people that you know and you ask, what are the books that you're reading that is giving you results? Because my life seems very similar to your life, and you're obviously doing something that is giving you more energy, more clarity. You're looking better, you're looking younger. So that's how Ella and we grow into the people that we want to be, by engaging with people that have already gotten those results.
Yeah.
They continue to live on a higher level, and so we want those kind of results. So we reach out to people who are exercising. We're reaching out to people who are reading certain books that are empowering them and giving them
their nutrition, right?
a great mindset.
Yeah.
That are improving their nutrition. That's right. And so that's the best way for you to improve on the life that you have. Reach out to people that you want to emulate and say, what are you doing?
Yeah, and social interactions and social support is very important. And I think what I wanted to touch on the social support is, even when you reach out to people who you connected with and you ask for help, if you don't ask, you don't know if they can provide that help.
Right.
So ask for help. Yes, somebody might tell you, I'm not willing to share, it's my secret. But I'm going to tell you that 99% will share, because it's in our human nature to help each other. And my other component of the social reach out is that when you bring it to the universe, when you when you share with people in your social circles, this is what you're doing, you're on a healthy lifestyle path, you do not treat it as a diet, you will see the reaction you're going to be having. People around you are going to slowly change, are going to slowly be conscious about what they eat, what they serve at their party. Conversations are going to be very different, and they're going to be very inclusive and fluid. So you're not going to be standing out there on your own trying to figure out, oh my God, can I have that, or can I have that? And also, when you go into the social environment, it's okay to have a 6-ounce glass of wine, right? Don't just say, I'm not having it, I'm on a diet. Then yes, you eliminate that social support that you need. Have that glass of wine. Okay, have an appetizer. It's
only 130 calories.
That's fine. But you need to have a plan to have that glass of wine, right? You need to have the plan of, I'm gonna go to the party. It means that in the morning I'm going for a walk, right? Or maybe lunch, I'm having much lighter lunch because I know I'm gonna be, they'll be serving appetizers in the main meal. Maybe you don't need 12 appetizers that they serve. Maybe you only select a couple just so you have taste buds. Put it on your plate, have a bite. Right, so it's all about, but having social support is extremely important. Don't eliminate that because you're on a diet, right? That's gonna discourage you, and you're gonna fall off that. So Marat and I come in and we support you with all your agendas that you go through, when it's either weight loss or life skills coaching or anything like this. We would love to offer to all our viewers to go on our website, log in and do wellness profile. And we'll be able to get back to you with meal recommendation and exercise plans that you guys can implement immediately, right? And we'll be able to help you and guide you in any other way that you think could be beneficial to you.
Right. So we encourage you to go to the website that Ella will post, or is posted in this live video. Or will post.
Yeah.
And there's a free wellness profile, and a no obligation free wellness profile that you fill out. It'll give you an idea of exercise plan. What else will it give you? Meal plans.
It's also actually, and it's not just give you an idea of an exercise plan, it'll go all the way from you being, maybe you're inactive, to all the way, like if you want to take it to the really extreme level of being super active.
That's
so
right.
we'll show you the
where
days,
you are in your health,
the type of
nutrition,
exercise you'll be able to do, how often you should do it, what are the rest breaks in between. So all this great important stuff.
That's right. And then after you fill it out, should you wish to, you can reach out to us and ask us to decipher the information best way possible, because sometimes creating a meal plan, it seems like common sense, but not always common practice. And so it's best to talk about it with people that have gone through it and know and can support you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it
We
for
tried
this
to
Sunday.